Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is exciting. It's a 2 looks 1 palette using the Oden'S and Battybean collab. This is the Planet Spirit palette and this is your bright summer carnival dream. Look at how vibrant that is. It's so beautiful. I'm so excited to get into this. Into the 2 looks 1 palette. My first impressions look was one of my favourite looks I've ever done. So beautiful. I'm definitely going to be playing with some more colours. Another 2-toned look I think. That's what I'm thinking because I already have one kind of planned out for this as well as this look obviously as well. But yeah, I'm just very excited to get into more of the shades in this palette. I think once I've done these 2 looks I will have used every shade in the palette. Yeah, I'm pretty sure because there's only, after using this, there's only like 2 more shades I haven't used. So yeah, I'm excited for that. But yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. As I'm filming this right now, I'm going to see Paramore tonight. So yeah. I'm very excited. Yeah, I'm very excited right now. Just before we get into the actual tutorials for both looks, my Instagram is linked down below as well as my TikTok down below. Or on my Instagram I post all my up close pictures of my looks, full face and close up eyes, and on my TikTok down below I post a little bit extra content over there, so go follow both of those below. And don't forget to subscribe down below to see many more videos coming up. We've got so many more palettes to use up this year. Not use up, but you know what I mean, use and try and do looks on in this year, so go subscribe down below. Okay, I think that's all. Let's stop rambling and let's get into look number 1. Alrighty, so we're getting into look number 1 using the Planet Spirit palette from Oden'S and Battybean, and I'm feeling purple. We're feeling purple today. I'm gonna go for Pride, Kindred, and then I'm gonna use Fauna. So it's kind of going to be a halo eye, but soft, if that makes sense. Like, it's not soft colors, but I'm not going to be like really structured with where I'm putting. I'm going to be putting the matte kind of all through the crease, and then just the shimmers are going to be on the lid basically in a halo kind of form. I'm very excited about today, by the way, because I'm getting ready to go see Paramore. My little emo heart is dying right now. I can't wait. But yeah, that's basically what we're going to be doing. My skin is on, my brows are on, my eyeshadow primer is on, and I've also got my bronzer contour on because that's why I look very sculpted right now, because it's cream and I want to do that before I powder, but I want to have a powder on before I do my eyeshadow. All the business, but it's all listed down below if you want to see it down there. So we're going to start with the shade Pride, the kind of magenta pinky purpley kind of shade. Now I would probably personally like a darker shade, like a slightly darker purple for the purple that's in here. Like maybe if you swap the 2 tones around, because the shimmer purple is more violet-y, which makes it a little bit deeper, and then this is a bit more brighter, which makes it lighter. So I'd kind of swap them around maybe, but that would be my only thing. Now, as always, there's nothing stopping me from just adding a darker shade to it. And when I'm actually heading out the door, I might add a darker shade to it, but I just want to focus on this palette for this look. So I'm taking that shade Pride on a Cash Beauty K08 brush. And I'm just going to pop that basically in a big semicircle all the way around. So on the corners, and then into the crease, where normally I'd leave a gap in the middle, but I don't really mind not doing that because I want to really show off this colour. So just like a big semicircle like that around the eye, and just build it up until you're happy with the pigment, and I'm going to blend it out in a second. Okay, so once I have that on, I'm going to take the same colour again. This is just like a small little pointed brush. I got this off eBay, so I don't even have a name off it anymore. The name is rubbed off it. But just any little small brush, little pencil brush, little angle brush will do. And I just want to work on my lower lash line. So I'm just going to run this along my lower lashes, connecting on the outer corner, like a giant circle now around the eye. There's definitely some fallout from that shade as well. I'll tidy that up in a second. Okay, so now that you look like a panda with pink eye, that's the kind of vibe we're going for. I'm going to take an Inglot 6SS, which is like a giant fluffy brush. I'm going to take nothing on it for now. I'll pick up colour if I need to. But because it's just a super soft fluffy brush, I'm just going to use this to start working out those edges and making sure it's all nice and soft. Again, you can always pull in a lighter shade if you wanted to have like a shade to gradiate this, but I can just blend it on its own. It's absolutely fine. Okay, so I've just wiped off that first little blending brush, the Cash Beauty one that I used to apply this pink shade. And I just took most of the product off because it's a little bit of a smaller blending brush. I'm just going to use that to blend out that lower lash just to soften the edge down here. Could very easily use the big brush, but I do want some sort of control down here. And again, I'll tidy up all underneath the eye, so I'm not too fussed about that. So we look mental, but it's fine. It's usually the way the videos go here. So onto some shimmers. As I said, when I'm going out, I may deepen this up a little bit, but I just want to see how this purple shimmer kind of goes into this bright pink magenta basically, and then with the lighter shade on the middle of the lid, it might work out quite well. I think it will. So I'm going to take my NYX glitter primer, and this is on a Beauty Bay BB206 brush, just their flat brush, not the smallest brush in the world, but just a flat brush. And I'm just applying that glitter primer all over that little circle in the middle, overlapping a little bit with those mattes because I'm going to blend that darker purple or the shimmery purple, you know, overlapping it. So I'm going to apply some glitter primer there. Now we're going to take Kindred, that purple shimmer down here, and I'm going to I just kind of wiped off that flat brush, and it's a bit tacky, so it'll still pick up the product and hopefully won't get any more fallout. But I'm going to pick up that purple. Ooh, picks up quite nice on the brush. I was a bit worried when I swatched it because it felt a bit harder pressed, but it picks up quite nice. And we're just going to take that on the outer, say, third. Ooh, it's got pink sparkles in it. That's cute. This part of the lid and then this inner part right next to those mattes, and just leaving a slight gap. Doesn't have to be a huge gap, but just like a gap in the middle for that shimmer. I love that purple. That's so pretty. I'm just going to pick up that smaller blending brush that I used at the very beginning and picking up a little bit more of Pride and just start blending where it meets that shimmery purple, just so that the grade. See, the problem sometimes is when you have a darker shimmer than your mattes is you can definitely see where one stops and one like starts, which can be a bit of a problem, and it doesn't give you as much, well, it doesn't give me as much definition that I like. But this is actually working out very nice. It's actually quite a quick and easy look because, I mean, there's only 3 colours that I'm using, and most of like the hard work is the blending anyway. Okay, so now we're going to take the shade Fauna, which is the kind of multi-chrome, kind of goes from like a peach pink to a little bit of green. I just think it'd be quite interesting down the middle to kind of contrast and also still blend in with those purples that I have going on. Picking it up on just like smaller brush. This is another one from that set I got off eBay. Just any little brush or your finger will do. Now this is more of a topper, so you will see a little bit of skin through this, but if you layer it enough, the shine will take over. So I'm just applying it down that little slivery bit there, and then start overlapping it with that shimmery purple, just so we get a gradient between these colours. This colour should mostly look like a spark of light down the middle of your eye. It's like a little sparkler on the middle of my eye. I love it. It's so cute. I'm going to take the same shade Fauna, and just last little step, we're just going to pop that on the inner corner just to tie it all in. Okay, so that is our look. I am going to finish this off. I'm going to finish off with a bit of liner. Probably not like a winged liner. I want to keep it nice and rounded. I'm going to do a nice lash, some cheeks, some lips. I don't know what lip I want to do. I kind of feel in a deeper lip because I'm going out for like an emo kind of night, just to tie it all together. I don't know. I'm wearing green though, I think, on my top. I'm wearing all different colours. I don't know. So I'll come back and I'll let you know what I use on the rest of my face. Alrighty guys, so this is how I finish off the look. I struggled with this lip. I kind of just fell into this lip because I was going to do another lip. Then I didn't think it would go. Then I was going to do a nude lip, but then I like, nah, I'm going out. So I'm putting on my dark lip like I normally do. So yeah, I'll show you that now in a second. So to finish off the eyes, super simple. My liner for my waterline matches the shimmery purple. This is the LA Girl Shockwave Neon Eyeliner in the shade Vivid. Just like a nice vibrant purple. That basically matches that shimmer purple perfectly. My mascara then is my MAC Magic Extension, which I'm still getting through. We're getting through it. And then I put on my Kiss Look So Natural Flirty Lashes. These ones, they're not fully dead just yet, but I wanted them to be perfect because I'm going out. So I used a new pair. So yeah, it's a multi-pack of the same lash. Onto cheeks then, my bronzer slash contour is the Fenty Beauty Freestyle Cream Bronzer in the shade Butta Biscuit, which is like the slightly warmer, lighter shade. It's number 2. I have number 1 as well. Amber, I think it's called, or Amber, I think. It's the cooler tone, but this is the warm one because I want a little bit of warm. For my blush then, I went in with All Reliable. This is Clinique Cheek Pop in the shade Melon Pop, just for a pop on my cheeks. And then for highlight, I had a highlight that kind of very slightly, not really, but a little bit kind of matched the light shimmer that we put down the middle, the shade Fauna. This is the Bobbi Brown highlighting powder in the shade Opal Glow. Kind of has that pink to peach shimmer, and I just popped that on my cheeks for my highlight because I think it matches quite well. And then for my lips, I went in with my Gimme Glow Cosmetics Wicked lip liner. The shade is Wicked, which is like a mauvey shade because that's the colour in the liquid lip I was going to do, but it was a bit dull for this. Not that this is any more vibrant, but it's more dramatic. So the liquid lip then I went in with is All Reliable, which I'm actually running low on. It's getting a little bit dry on me, and I don't know if they still do it anymore, and I'm very sad. This is the LA Splash Presents Classic Horror in the shade Phantom. It's their liquid lip. It's just like a really dark aubergine shade, and I just think it gives me the vampy vibe, but still purple, you know. Alrighty, so that is look number 1 using the Planet Spirit palette from Oden'S and Battybean. We're probably going to do another 2-tone look, I think. I have one already planned with 2 colours in this palette. And yeah, I'm very excited to get into more vibrant looks using this. So let's see what look we come up with in look number 2. Alrighty guys, so this is look number 2 and we are going to be using the greens and the oranges, and probably this shade as my inner corner as well. But we're going to be doing green on one eye and then orange on this eye, and I might use a little bit of like a glitter liner or something like that with it, something a little bit interesting just to amp it up a little bit. I've already got my skin on, my brows on, which are very dark today. Just ignore them, they'll balance out once the lashes go on, trust me. My eyeshadow primer on, my lip mask on, my bronzer on. It's all listed down below. The lip mask is not, it's the Kaleidos, the blue agave lip mask, this one, that one right there. I'll just pop that on. But yeah, it's all listed down below so you can see what I already have on my face, but I will go through my bronzer in a while. But yeah, I'm gonna get into it. So kind of like I did in my Flora Story 2 looks where I did a two-toned eye, I did like green and purple. You're gonna want either to be able to clean your brushes quickly in between using them with one of those like color switcher things that can just take the color off without actually wetting your brush, or 2 sets of similar brushes. So like 2 big fluffies, 2 smaller fluffies, like skinny fluffies, 2 flash shades, and then 2 pencil brushes is what I'm going to use for each eye, just so I'm not mixing colours, I'm not like getting mixed up as well. Okay, so I'm going to start on the orange side here. So I'm going to take the shade Habitat. Now I'm a bit weary that one eye might look darker than the other, but we're just going to go with it and see what happens. I just want to use these colours. So we're going to take some Habitat. This is a BH Cosmetics Lavender Luxe number 6 brush, just a small skinny fluffy brush, and I'm just going to pop this on the outer corner, kind of like the other 2 Luxe Sun palette, or a two-toned look that I did in the 2 Luxe Sun palette. I'm not going to do anything too crazy with the actual shadows because the fact that they're two-toned will speak for itself. But I'm just going to pop this the whole way through this crease. I love this orange, probably one of my favourite shades in this whole palette. And it just builds up so bright, it's insane. I'm also going to take that same shade on my little pencil brush. This is a 217 from MAC. Just want to do my lower lash line as I'm going because it's all the same colour all the way around. So just make sure I'm connecting out here and then running that the whole way across. And I'm blending it down quite far as always, just using that same brush. But to blend out the top, I'm going to take a clean brush. This is a bigger fluffy brush. This is a number 5 brush from that Lavender Luxe set. And I'm just going to take that clean and just start fluffing around the edges. Just want to get a nice soft blend. And then if I lose any colour, because sometimes that can happen when you're blending like this, especially with a clean brush, I'll just re-intensify it just around the edges. Don't blend the whole eye, just the edges. Okay, so now we're going to take the shade Kingdom, which is our gorgeous like teal emerald green. It's an odd green. I really like it though. I'm very excited about it. Taking that on a 221 from MAC, so another small skinny fluffy brush, and that is going to go on the outer corner on this side. Oh yeah, that definitely leans into teal a little bit more. So I'm doing exactly the same thing again, just running that all the way through the crease. Just get it on in the shape you want and then we can blend after. Then taking another 219 from MAC, another little pencil brush with that same shade. I'm really sad because these brushes in particular, I've just cleaned these all and I'm making them dirty again, which makes me sad because I hate cleaning my brushes. I do it, but I don't like doing it. So that is just going to go on the lower lash all the way across like the other eye. And then taking another clean fluffy brush, just keep chopping and changing through these brushes. This is a number 5 from BH Cosmetics, the Rose Gold set. Just clean, and we're just gonna start softening out these edges, especially out here. It needs to be nice and soft. Again, just intensify it if you need to. I'm loving these colors. I'm loving it. I cannot wait to finish this all off. I'm so excited. Okay, so now I'm going to take my NYX glitter primer. I'm going to pop this on my 239 from MAC. I've got 2 of these brushes, so I've got 1 for each eye. I'm just going to pop this on the orange side. Just start over here. I'm just pressing it all over the lid. I'm doing a tiny bit of a cut crease just by using the glitter primer to help erase any extra product there and give us a bit of a clean line. And then once that's on, I'm going to take Animalia, which is that gorgeous shimmery coral shade. Just using that same brush, and we're just going to apply that all over the lid. So the base of this color is slightly darker than that orange, so I may go into the shade Sanctuary, which is like that deeper reddy kind of shade, and just deepen up the corner if I feel like I need to, just so it balances the 2 eyes. And then back in with the glitter primer and another 239 from MAC. Just popping some of that on the lid on the green side. And same again, just do that little bit of cut creasy action. How I usually do it is just pat it all over, and then with whatever's on my brush, I'll just kind of put a bit of pressure down and rock around my eyeball. The little bit of pressure will just help clean up so you have a bit more of a sharp line. And then we're going to take Familiar, which is basically the exact same shade as this, but in a teal. So I'm probably not going to need a deeper shade to deepen this side up. It's just when the shimmer is darker than the crease, it can look a little bit off. You're not getting as much definition. So that's why I'm going to deepen that side in a second. Oh, she's metallic. Look at that. Oh my God, that's so beautiful. It's very similar to the texture of this, but in green. Oh, that's beautiful. I love it. Okay, so I'm just going to take a little bit of Sanctuary, which is this kind of reddish pinky kind of shade. I'm just taking it on that small blending brush that I used to apply the orange initially. Not even cleaning it off. I don't really mind. I just want just a little bit more darkness on this outer corner here. And it'll also help blend into that shimmer a little bit. Just going to take that pencil brush as well, but with the orange on it, and take a little bit more of Sanctuary, and then just run that along the lower lash. Just gives a little bit extra bit of definition in that corner. I'm going to take a little bit more of Kingdom, the teal matte, and then just dabble that over where it meets this shade. Okay, just 2 more small steps. I'm going to take the shade Majestic, which is this kind of yellowy sort of shade. And this is just a little Kryolan brush. I got it in a lip palette thing from them. And I'm just going to pop a little bit, not too much, of that peachy yellowy kind of shade, and then just a little bit more on this eye here, because the yellowiness in this shade will balance into both the green and the orange. Okay, and last little step, I'm just going to take a little bit of the Urban Decay Heavy Metal glitter liner in the shade Distortion, which is like this gorgeous white iridescent. It reflects pink and teal and green. Just pretty. It's just pretty. And I want to do a line of that just across that cut crease, just for something else. So with these ones, I always usually do about 2 coats, sometimes 3, depending on how opaque it comes out. It'll just give a really twinkly little cut crease, although the lid is already really shimmery, but just adds a little extra twinkle. I just think it's very pretty. Okay, so I'm going to jump off. I'm going to finish off the eyes, do my cheeks, do a lip, probably a nude lip. I think it'll just go with both sides of this eye, and I'll come back and let you know what I used on the rest of my face. Alrighty guys, so this is how I finish off my look. I am in love with this. I love it. My top doesn't really match this green though, but I don't care. I've got my jammies on. I'm literally going to sit here and edit after this, so who cares? So let me go through everything that I used on my face. So to finish off the eyes for liner, I didn't do any upper lash line liner because I used lashes that kind of gave that nice wingy kind of shape. My liner was a bit of a concoction. So I went in on the green side with my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Mars, which is like an emerald green. I just popped that on my waterline just to match, but like kind of slightly darken as well. Then on this side, I started out with the Colourpop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Puppy, which is just like an orange, but kind of like that slightly warmer, more reddish orange on the waterline, but it didn't match how deep this one was. So I just went over a tiny bit with the LA Girl Shockwave Neon Eyeliner, lip liner, sorry, not eye safe by the way, but use at your own discretion, in the shade Fiery, which matches that darker reddy kind of shade I use in the outer corner. So I did that just on the waterline, just to balance the 2 eyes. My mascara then is my MAC Magic Extension mascara that I've been using for a while. We're nearly there with it. We're getting through it. So I do like it. It's not my favorite in the world, but I do like it. And then my lashes, these gorgeous wispy wingy fluttery guys, are the Cash Beauty lashes from the Crystal Night set in the shade Style Solstice. Onto cheeks, I used my Juvia's Place Bronze Duo in Light, and I just mixed the 2 together. I usually just do like mostly this and then a little dabble of this when I need a little bit extra colour. My blush is one that I love, but the only thing I hate about it is it always gets hard pan because it's just an old formula from MAC. This is the powder blush in Modern Mandarin. It's gorgeous orange, like proper orange when it's on. It's so pretty. It just gets hard pan all the time, so I have to keep scraping it. So I feel like I'm using so much product, even though I'm never really going to get through it that quick. My highlight then, I went for kind of like a golden sort of thing to go with the orangey tones. This is the MUA Luxe Set and Reflect Finishing Kit in white gold. So you've got your highlighter here, but there is like a translucent powder, which I very rarely use. But the highlighter is like a white gold when it's on. It's got like speckles of gold, but it's like a white. But yeah, it's beautiful. Love it. And then onto lips, I knew I was going to do a nude, but I wanted the nude to lean peachy orange kind of colour. So I went in with this guy, which I've actually not used this yet. I don't think so anyway, but I'm pretty sure I haven't used it. So this is the Larizzi Cosmetics liquid lipstick in nude peach which is a nude peach, and that's exactly what I wanted. And then just over top, it's probably the reason why I can't talk properly, is the Soap and Glory Sexy Mother Pucker Lip Gloss in Rose and Shine. I just popped on for a bit of shine because it doesn't really give too much colour, but my lips are very, very, very tingly, and I feel like that's why I can't talk right now. Alright, so that is our 2 looks, 1 palette using the Oden'S and Battybean collab palette, the Planet Spirit palette from the Perfect World collection. There's so many names. And I love this palette. I think this is my favourite out of the 2 that I have from that collection. Well, no, it's not because it's Battybean's palette. It's definitely not. But the colours in this are just so much, and I love it. I just love how bright it is. I love how saturated the colours are. Really bright, fun, colourful, as I keep calling it, the summer carnival kind of thing. Yeah, I'm in love with this palette. I love it so much. I think the shimmers are stunning. And I'm so happy with all the looks I did. So I want to know down in the comments below, what is your favourite look from my 2 looks on palette? Is it this one, or is it our gorgeous kind of emo rock purple look that we did in the first look? And I also want to know down in the comments which palette is your favourite from that collection. If you picked up any of them, what's your favourite? Did you pick up all of them? Do you want to pick up one of them? If you picked up them all, let me know, or multiple. Would you pick up 2? Let me know. If you did like this video, give me a big thumbs up down below. It's the quickest, simplest and easiest way to give me a little bit of support, get me around to more people, and also let me know that you liked the video, and I will continue to do many more. And don't forget to subscribe down below to see many more videos coming up. We've got so many palettes to get through. I've already got lots of stuff filmed. I've just pre-filmed things, but I'm pushing these ones forward because these are currently out right now, and probably limited edition, so I want to get these videos up as soon as I can. But yeah, hit subscribe down below to see all the fun stuff that's coming soon. And as I said in the beginning, my Instagram is linked down below, as well as my TikTok. On my TikTok, I post just extra content, random transitions and things there. And on my Instagram is all the up close eye pictures and full face pictures of all of our looks, which I'm getting around to doing, catching up a lot of stuff, and I'm very behind right now. So yeah, we're catching up, but we're getting there. So yeah, I think that's all for me, guys. I'm going to stop rambling, I'm going to stop talking, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.